Alright, here it is on Saturday, May 30th, and we've done a lot more to the yard that we haven't documented. This is our bush, and it's starting to get some flowers on it. This is, I think, Rosie Sharon, and the hummingbirds have already been here. So let's pan around and take a look at the back. Now, as you can see, a lot of stuff has happened. We've added a lot more mulch along it. We've gone all the way and boarded the entire rock. So let's just take a walk. And here's some of the stuff that we've got in. It's looking pretty good. Peppers, ground cover coming in. A bunch of different plants. We still have a very, very large area. I'm happy with the way the yard is starting to turn out. It's no longer just a pure eyesore. This is the side garden by the garage. Trellis is built out. And we've got a clematis and honeysuckle growing on each side. And they're doing pretty good. The ground cover is starting to grow. We've got a little bit more ground cover. Here's the clematis and the honeysuckle. And they're really our first flower. The clematis. Here's the honeysuckle that just popped right out in just a few days. So you must really like the dirt here. Here's a little walking path we did in. We're cutting a trail into the grass that we don't want to use, so we're just starting to do this. We'll go along the trail. It's a bunch of impatiens that we put in. And these impatiens just went in today, so it's doing pretty good. It's a bird bath, and we bounded everything with rocks all the way around. We had two loads of Wyoming River rock we went and picked up, and we pulled the rocks out of here and partitioned the back garden, and a hummingbird just flew by. This used to be just a horrific eyesore. Now we look at it and it's not so bad. The grass needs to come in, and we moved some rock along here where you can see this sod that's above ground. We filled the trench with that, and that should blend in. The seeds coming in, and our last step is going to be the garden in the back. We're going to make that a formal English garden. It's windy today, so there's probably a lot of wind noise. There used to be a horrific eyesore, and it's not real pretty now, but it's better than it was. We put some more chips in here. We have some spare pots. We want to get a new compost can. That'll really help things. And I started just a grass clipping compost pile. I use grass and leaves in there. Nor organic matter from the kitchen, because that may attract animals, but this will work. And this area we thought we would put in as like a wild meadow or field. We're not going to. We're just going to leave it grass. So, that's the best we can do now. Maybe someday, but not this year or in the next couple of years. All right. This is going to be the last thing, and I'm not sure if we're going to do much of a build out on this year, because it's going to take a lot of money and effort and time to do. Effort and time we have, we're not going to spend a ton of money on it now. We want to put in a bunch of Yao Pond hollies to border it with a really nice wet dirt, mud tolerant shrubs. They look really good. They're very button-like. And a bunch of other stuff we're going to put against the back fence. We'll have a bunch of flowers and things in here. I may build an arbor in here. We'll put in a stone pathway. And we really want to make it like a nice formal English garden. So at least we have the area partitioned off, and we're feeling good about that. I mean, we've got a lot of, like I said before, a lot of vegetables, a lot of wildflowers and things. They're all starting to pop up. We really don't care this year. We just want to build up the matter. Probably going to need more topsoil, but it's coming along. These are the stones we moved to partition off the future English garden, and beneath the tree. There's not really much we can do here because the tree sucks up most of the moisture. The roots are shallow in some parts, so we'll just put wood chips on. I put some of the black weed guard down below it, so it's going to be really nice. Our Adirondack chairs are really working out well back here. So here's the view from the back in the Adirondack chairs. You can see Barb sitting on the patio. We'll sit here, the birds are starting to get used to us, and the robins and sparrows just come splashing in. They don't care if we're here or not. So it's nice back here, and on the hot, humid days, it's at least 10 degrees cooler back here. Garage isn't the greatest looking. We'll get that in order. And here's a view along with the chairs into the future formal English garden. So in a couple years, this is going to really be nice. There's a little robin sitting there by the, we're almost right underneath his nest, which is above us in the tree. And they're making a lot of racket, so we're happy they're here, and they're pretty tolerant of us. We don't bother them, and so it's just the way it is. We're very happy here now. It's finally nice to look at this and not have it to be a complete eyesore.